everyone. I'm Magickal and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a tag that has just been on my mind and I don't think I've seen it anywhere, at least not under this name. If I've missed it, please correct me. And if there's something similar out there, you can let me know, but we're doing this just for fun, so what the heck, right? I'm still having my morning coffee, so excuse me for that. But today's tag that I wanted to do, and I invite all of you to do it, because I'm really looking forward to seeing all of those cozy decks. So the tag is my cozy decks tag. So it includes tarot, oracle, Lenormand, playing cards, whatever. Decks in general. And this is not per se hug decks or healing decks, but just simply decks that make you feel cozy. Decks that make you feel like you're, having a hot beverage or like being wrapped in a blanket, but not in a huggy way, not in like, oh, I need support type of way. Because I have a couple of decks like that I'm not including in this video. So just decks that have artwork that make you feel cozy. So let's begin. So where should I start? Maybe with the oldest deck that I have. And this is gonna maybe be a surprise. But I'm not even sure what this deck is called in English because I have it in Slovenian and it's literally more than 10 years old. Magical fairy messages or something along those lines. By Doing Virtue, actually. And this is actually my first Oracle deck ever, which I probably mentioned in some of my other videos or whatever. You can see how messed up the box is. It's still pretty good. Like, it's holding pretty well. And I'm really surprised by the gilding. It's still pretty good, right? And I chose this deck because it's just... I don't know, there's something about this deck that just reminds me of those beginning times in my practice, and the artwork is super like lightweight. It's not a deck that I read with now, really. It's rarely that I will pick it up. But yeah, I don't know, there's some coziness for me in that, in the nostalgia as well, in the simplicity of artwork, in the, simplicity of concepts, of how just overall positive this deck is. I don't know, there's something about this deck that every time I grab it, it makes me feel cozy. And I think it's probably mostly because of the nostalgia part of it. But yeah, as I said, this is probably a surprise to many of you. But yeah, that's the Magical Fairy Messages by Doing Virtue. I'm not sure what it's called in English. I'm sorry. I've never owned an English copy, so moving on. Then I have a witchy deck, and this is the Everyday Witch Tarot. And I freaking love this artwork, and there's some nostalgia in this as well because Deborah Blake is one of the authors whose books I've really like adored, especially at the beginning of my practice, and I still like them. I don't necessarily agree with everything she says, but you know, that's just how it's gonna be with any book, to be honest. For me, at least. There's not one book where I will just agree with everything they say. Just I don't know, the artwork in this deck is so cozy for me. The cozy, witchy vibes, going through everyday stuff, all the kitties, you know, come on, how is a deck full of cats not gonna be cozy? Cats and striped leggings and capes and, you know, magic. I don't know, I just, whenever I grab this deck, I feel cozy, you know. Yeah, I really like this deck. I've been considering getting the Oracle deck as well. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I don't know. This deck, like the artwork from this deck just feels like it's from like a cheesy witchy book, which I appreciate. Or maybe like a cozy witchy mystery book, that type of thing. Which I'm reading one series right now. I'm actually listening to it on my audiobook. Fuck. What is it called again? I'll have to check, but it's something along the lines of Vampire Knitting Club or something. It's super cheesy. And it's like, it's a cozy mystery that has witches and it has vampires and whatnot. And I freaking love it. It's a great book if you like cheesy stuff like that. I usually listen to it when I knit or crochet. And this artwork is what it reminds me of. Anyways, I've rambled too much about this deck already. But yeah, Everyday Witch Tarot. I gotta crochet a different bag. This is not the bag that was intended for this deck. It wasn't intended for a deck at all, but it just fits perfectly. So, let's move on to the Halloween vibes. This is something that is always gonna make me feel cozy. Fact. That's just how it is. I am obsessed with autumn. It's my favorite season. Like, look at the colors. Oh my god. This deck helps me pretend that it's autumn, even when it's like in the middle of summer or whatever. How cute is this? How cozy is this? Autumn is one of the coziest times. It is the coziest time of year for me. I love it. I love it so much. Like, I don't know. I just love this. I love this. There's a lot of skulls in this deck. Vampires, ghosts, pumpkins, whatnot. Everything that has to do with, you know, spookiness. But the color palette and just, I don't know. Come on. I can't wait for autumn. Yeah, but just, it makes me feel like there's a chilly breeze outside and I need a cute sweater, and some cute boots and leggings and like a shawl or, you know, and not like winter type of cozy where, you know, it's like pouring outside or like snowing, and that's wonderful as well. But you know, if you're gonna go for a walk, you're gonna be all wet and all that stuff. But in the autumn, it's like, you know, there's a breeze, you know, the wind is blowing the leaves off the trees. All the rhymes though. Yeah, you can take a walk, have a hot chocolate, you know, have some sunny days as well that aren't hot as hell. And all the spookiness and the vibes is just, ugh. Yeah, I could just go on and on. So, of course, the Halloween Oracle is gonna be on, you know, one of my top cozy decks. Yeah, and kitties, you know, and spideys. But yeah, come on. This is so cozy. I love it. I'm obsessed. I need to pull this deck out again and just pretend it's October. Okay, I need to take a sip of my coffee. Okay. I'm just gonna move on straight to the next Halloween deck. Because, as I said, not every, like, spooky deck is gonna be my cozy deck, though. Because I have the, what is it called? Dark Wood Tarot? Fuck. I hope I'm correct, but I have that one. I have the Horror Tarot. I have tons of Halloween decks. I've shown one of them in the last tag that I've done. And not all of them are going to be my cozy decks. So it's not like that, I promise. Excuse me. But these two are. Just because of the cheesy factor, I think. I don't know. Also, this deck is small and so cute. Like, it's so nice to just hold this deck in my hands. It's easy to snuggle with, you know, under a blanket and some hot coffee or tea and, like, read in bed with it or whatever. It's not like you can't do it with a bigger deck, but this one is, like, just cute. Yeah, and this one has, like, all the cliche, cheesy Halloween stuff in them, and I love it. I love it. This is one of them that makes me feel cozy. That makes me feel like I'm in October right now, and you know, I can just picture the whole, you know, Halloween vibes, October vibes. You know, I mean, look at the imagery. Like, I wish I wasn't in this house, even though it's the tower and, you know, whatever, but I still wish I was there. And all of the pumpkins and the color palette. So cozy. I love it. The bats. So cozy. I love it. I love it. This type of theme is always gonna make me feel like cozy and want to wear a cute sweater, oversized sweater, and, you know, I love it. So, come on. Like, I wish I could be in this image right now, even though he's weighing heads against a mouse or a rat. I don't know what he's doing. He has a little doll under there, but yeah, still cute, still cozy. I love it. So cute. So that's the Halloween Tarot. Then we have the Herb Crafters Tarot. This is a deck that I will forever appreciate. If you know me at all, you know that I love working with plants. I love gardening. It's not to say that I'm really brilliant at it or that I know all the possible plants or whatever, but I do get nerdy about it, okay? And, you know, working in the garden, having my hands in the dirt, that type of stuff is super cozy to me. And this deck takes me there, even when I can't work in my garden. The artwork in this deck is like super soft. I don't know how exactly it's done, but oh, and I've trimmed mine. I think I've trimmed mine. Sorry, my head is still not working properly. I still need to like finish my coffee and wake up. I think that Mad Witch asked someone to show the trimmed version or whatever. I actually ended up trimming this because water was spilled on it, and when it dried, it wasn't that bad, but the edges were kind of messed up. So I just decided to trim it. I just followed the back, you know, the line on the back. And it was totally fine. Like, it gets a bit close to the name of the plant, but that's fine. So yeah, I've trimmed, mine is trimmed and edged, and it matches the backs. So that's that. But yes, the artwork in this deck is, I don't know, there's some softness to it. And also just the thought of having some hot tea brings me cozy vibes, chilling, or, you know, spending time outside, amongst the plants. That's also big cozy vibes for me. I really love taking walks in nature or in the meadows or whatever. I'm one of those people that stares around at trees and the sky and the grass when she's walking on the sidewalk, instead of, you know, looking ahead and trying not to walk into somebody. And yes, I don't know, this deck just portrays certain scenery, certain moments in one's life and in herbalist's life. And just the sheer, you know, work with plants that is being done in the images is cozy to me. Like, how is this not cozy? Having some lemonade or some ice cold water with some mint in it on a hot summer's day under the shade of the tree, like, how is that not cozy? And then you have the cinnamon, you know, the grinding of the cinnamon by the fireplace in late autumn or something. I don't know, I love it. So cozy. And also there's this part of the deck that makes me feel like I'm talking to like a grandmother, or like grandmotherly figure, who can be a bit harsh but also very gentle and caring and nurturing. You know, she'll whoop your ass, but she'll make you a hot cup of tea afterwards and tell you, you know, how you can do things better the next time. But yes, this is definitely one of my favorite cozy decks. Yeah, I could just flip through this forever and ever. But yes, this is the Herb Crafter's Tarot. I just have one more deck to show you. I promise I won't make this any longer. And that's the Oak, Ashen Thorn Tarot. This deck is beautiful. Again, there's this topic of autumn. I mean, these bags are one of my absolute favorites. So, so, so beautiful. This deck is one of those, even though it does get like dirty quite fast, you can maybe notice on this edge, because it's white. I do love to take this deck on walks with me, especially in autumn. And that's just a cozy thing to do for me. So, you know, putting some hot tea or hot coffee in a thermos, taking this deck and just going somewhere into the woods, sitting down on a tree log or whatever, slinging some cards, drinking some coffee or tea. It's a whole thing. And then again, the artwork is so cute and cozy. Adam has just a wonderful way of portraying nature. This is an animal deck, by the way, which is not what I usually gravitate towards. But it's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's cute, it's powerful, it's very easy to understand. It's just cozy to use. And also the color palette is definitely cozy for me. I mean, to me, it really just, it's autumn again. Even though it's not like portraying specifically autumn necessarily. But come on, look at this. So cute. So cute. I don't know. I mean, it's nature, it's animals. There's a lot of, you know, autumn colors in it. It's a cozy deck. You can't tell me otherwise. It's a cozy deck, okay? Yeah, and the miners are portrayed by foxes, rabbits, or hares, better said. Foxes, hares, ravens, and squirrels, I believe. Let me just check, because I don't want to be telling you lies. Yes, squirrels. Okay. Super cute. Very cozy. Very cozy. So yeah, this is giving me autumn vibes. That's always going to be cozy for me. So that's that. Thank you for watching. I am really looking forward to seeing your decks. And hoping that you've liked my video and that you've enjoyed this tag. So yeah, stay cozy, and many blessings.